Chris Cash Show.
Chris and Cash Podcast.
It's Friday, February 2nd, 2018.
Didn't even look at his watch, ladies and gentlemen. He's a fucking pro.
I'm on fire tonight, man.
On fire.
On the
This
eve.
podcast is probably going to suck.
Not.
When practice is good, the game sucks.
We'll get to that. On the eve of Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis, the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles.
The penultimate night.
About 48 hours from now, we're going to know if the Patriots are hoisting, I can't talk.
Are they going to be hosting a Super Bowl, Lombardi?
No, hoisting a sixth Super Bowl trophy or coming home the losers. We'll give our predictions later in the show. So Chris is going through
A bunch of prop bets.
a bunch of stats.
We're not doing these yet, though.
I was hoping we would lead off with them.
No, fuck the prop bets.
Oh, the
you
prop
want to leave? All right, we'll lead off with the
prop bets are great.
Okay, we're gonna write down what you do, and I mean, dude, there's like a bajillion of them is the problem. So
How many? Like 100?
100. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Why don't we do some?
All right, over under.
Why don't we do some and then come back to it?
We'll do
We
over.
have to do all
Yeah,
of
we'll do a fair amount, then we'll go back.
All right, fine.
And I'll write down our answers. Over under. They go together, so 111.5 million viewers and a 45.5 Nielsen rating.
One
Over under. So you're gonna over it?
Yeah.
Or the same thing. So you're gonna go over. Over for viewers. I'm gonna go over too. I mean, come on, fucking more people are gonna watch it than that. Let's be realistic, yeah. It's the Patriots. Everyone's gonna want to watch them lose. All right. Let's see.
You had a whole list of them.
I have a ton of them, dude. Team that wins the coin toss wins the game. You taking that? True or false?
False.
I'm going with true. Going with true. All right. Which will be higher? Trae Young's assists, points, and rebounds versus Texas? Or the Patriots and Eagles combined points?
Pats Eagles combined points.
Okay, Scotty says, I'm going to agree with you. Which will be higher? LeBron James assists, points, and rebounds versus Houston? Obviously.
Whatever the other thing is.
Oh, the Patriots Eagles combined points.
Whatever the other thing is.
You're going to take Patriots Eagles combined points?
Lefugazi has checked out. Mentally checked out.
Yeah, but if it was 25,
Checked out.
25, 8, and 8, dude. That's still not a ton.
No. He knows that he can't win it with this team, so he's checked out. He quit. Celtics probably going to the finals. How do you like that Greg Monroe?
I'll agree with you because I think it's going to be a relatively high scoring Super Bowl.
Greg Monroe, your thoughts really quick.
I like it.
We are jumping around a little bit.
Told you that. I like it.
No risk, $5 million, 1 year deal.
He's a good player.
He's a good. He has flaws in his game, but he's okay.
He can't shoot foul shots. Other than that, he's a good player.
Yeah, he's not a rim protector.
Okay.
We're going on 7 years now since the Perkins trade without a rim protector. We still don't have a rim protector.
Well, back to the prop bets. Look, I told you.
If
Hayward's healthy and you added Monroe,
no,
you do have a chance.
No,
it's a minimum chance.
He's not going to come back. Number one. Number two.
I didn't say he was. I said if he could come back.
Number two, Monroe's 27 years old and he's probably the best big in your team.
Well, Monroe can rebound.
He's probably better
than
than Horford.
Score.
He's probably better than Horford.
Okay, well you have Horford, Monroe, and now what's his face?
Baines type.
That's enough. That's enough bigs to win a championship in this league. It is. You can say what you want. If Hayward comes back, and you had Haywood and Kyrie, and you had Brown and everyone.
See, I like the Tice Baines whitewash. I like when they play together.
You gotta play all the whiteys. Put in all the light skinned guys. Be like, Larkin, get in there.
Tatum's light skin.
Abdel Nader, Tatum. Two white guys. You almost look like a white team. Yeah, no one cares. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. James Harden's assist points plus rebounds versus Cleveland. Patriots Eagles combined points.
Oh, Cleveland's D is awful. I'm taking Harden.
Yeah, I'm taking
all
Harden
day.
too.
Bunch of hollow stats.
Yeah, dude. Harden's a damn good player, man. You hate on Harden for no reason. Russell Westbrook, assist points and rebounds versus LA. Patriots Eagles combined points.
Russ.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to go with Patriots Eagles combined points. I think Westbrook's just going to chill that game. He's going to chill.
See, that's the thing. You have a score. I just came up with my score like 2 or 3 hours ago. So you've had all day to ruminate. So
to marinate.
To
hang out.
So you must think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
I do.
You do.
I do. I mean,
I know one team's going to score a lot of points.
Okay, well, look. Westbrook Anthony and George combined points or Rob Gronkowski receiving yards? Which one's going to be higher? By the way, this is expected to be Gronk.
OKC.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I'm going to take Gronk's receiving yards. Gronk's going to break 100 yards. They're not going to score 100 points. I'm telling you that right now. Right now. Schwartz's defense doesn't do well against tight ends. Gronkowski's like the best tight end that ever existed. Oh, Scotty, you better get rid of the Norton Live update. It's going to ruin our podcast.
Remind me again in an hour. Okay. Boom.
Which will be higher, the Thunder and Lakers combined points?
Whatever the Patriots.
Or Nick Foles passing yards?
Nick Foles.
Yeah, he's going to drop 400 on him? All he has to do is drop 200. Yeah. I'm actually going to go with Foles, too. Which will be higher, and it's if no action if the player misses the cut, by the way. Jordan Spieth's final round birdies, or Zach Ertz's totals receptions?
Zach Ertz. It's going to have a big game.
I can't lose if he misses the cut, so I'm going with Spieth. I don't know if the cut's still... Will he make the cut?
I don't know. Why don't we take a break from the prop bets and actually talk about the game? So the Patriots are still favored by 4, unless it's changed. It's still 4, right?
That's been like 4.5-ish, 4.
But it's 4 right now.
Is it? Are you sure?
I think it's 4. Pretty sure.
It changes all the time, dude. I don't.
I would have figured it would jump up maybe even a point or two with Gronk getting cleared, even though we all knew he was going to get cleared. It was just a matter of time. I don't know why it took till Thursday.
I don't know. I don't care. I told you I wasn't worried. He was practicing for like 3 days. I was like, yeah, he's going to be fine.
Well, no, he was practicing, but I told you, if he's not cleared by Thursday night, like something's wrong. Like he says.
No, I was fine because he was on the last step. If he wasn't cleared by like Saturday morning and they were like, he's still on the last step, I'd be like, fuck. That's not what happened. He was cleared. Dude, he was already participating in hitting drills and stuff. He was fine. No, he was doing contact too, I thought.
I thought he was in non-contact drills. I mean, not that it matters.
He's in his 5th step, which is the last one.
Is that like apologizing to all the people that you like offended when you were an alcoholic?
No, that's like step 3 or something. I don't know, dude.
Oh, no,
I'm not in a 12-step program. Yeah. Come on, Scotty.
All right, so here's the deal.
What's the deal?
I'm not going to go through all the stats. I'm just going to tell you what I know. It's the worst Patriots defense since 2011. I don't know how they're in the Super Bowl.
Actually, they're worse than 11.
Do you get...
This is advanced statistics on the defense.
All right, hit me with it.
They're the 31st ranked defense in the league, advanced statistics wise. The 11 defense was 30th.
Who's worse, did I say?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't check.
Probably like Cleveland.
I could check it though.
Yeah, it's probably the Browns. When in doubt, it's the Browns.
Probably like Salem High School. No, seriously though, they're the worst. Second worst. They're the worst Pats defense we've had, technically.
03 was number 2?
Yep.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
But if you see all the offensive ranks each year, we've had the best offense 5 different years with Brady. We've had 8 top 3 offenses.
Can I see that for a second?
And 11 top 5 offenses with Brady. It's fucking absurd.
I want to see. 04 was the offense was 3 and the defense was 7.
Mm-hmm.
The defense was that low?
Yep. You don't remember how good that offense was.
No.
Not only could you kill him with Brady.
I'm talking about the defense.
7th ranked defense in the league.
I always thought they were higher. They gave up the second.
Well, this is off advanced statistics, not like just yards.
They gave up the second fewest points.
Points and yards don't really matter that much. This is advanced statistics.
How do you calculate this?
It's based on who you play and with the yards that you give up and what you're expected to give up.
Okay.
It's a way better metric than just yards or points.
2007, they were 11.
They were 4th in points that year. That's always, you were like, oh, they weren't that good.
They were old.
Well, there you go. They weren't that good. They were 11th. I mean, they were good, but they weren't.
When they were in a white knuckle situation for the first
What do you notice about the
year?
offense versus the defense there? Which has been better throughout the course of the Patriots' history?
The offense.
Yeah, it's Brady. Brady's the whole reason for this dynasty. You know what's funny?
The 03 team was the defense.
You know what's... Well, that was the one time where the defense was clearly better than the offense.
And that's why that was my favorite team.
You know, in 01, the offense was better than the defense?
That's a little misleading.
It is and it isn't.
It's a little misleading because the defense took a little while to get going that season. Down the stretch, no one scored.
This ranks down the stretch, too, actually. It weights it towards the end of the year.
No one scored on them late.
I'm just letting you know. It doesn't matter what kind of defense you get. Brady wins the same amount of games, basically always. Seriously, look at this. 31st ranked defense wins 13 games.
Where was 11?
30th ranked defense wins 13 games.
30. So this defense, by the numbers, is worse than the 2011 team.
Based on advanced statistics.
How is that possible?
Compared to the league, they're the second worst league. That year they ended up being the third worst in the league.
Well, it was
By the
also,
end of the year,
it was also a better league in 2011.
No, I'm just telling you. You can only be against the league.
I don't care.
If you lead the league in scoring, you led the league in scoring.
This has been a down year for the league. You know, the commissioner was blowing smoke up everyone's ass at this annual State of the Union address press conference.
What's he
about
supposed
the league.
to do?
The league has been awful. Now,
State of the Union address with Roger Goodell.
Now, a lot of
I'm not going to get into that.
no, we're not. A lot of that was Oakland had a shit year. They were expected to contend, and they just fell flat on their face. Aaron Rodgers went down. Ezekiel Elliott was suspended for basically 11 weeks. Yeah, there was a lot.
Who are the three best teams in the NFC?
In the NFC? In no order. I thought Philadelphia was the best team in football.
Right, just give me the three best teams in the
NFC. Philly. I'm tempted not even to say Minnesota. New Orleans.
Oh, come on. You're not going to say Minnesota. That's some bullshit. You don't say Minnesota.
I really don't. I mean,
okay, they just got stomped by Philly. I'm sorry. That doesn't make them not one of the best teams in the NFC.
I don't believe in Case Keenum. Quarterback's a big part of it. They would have been better off playing Bradford that game.
My point was, none of those teams are outstanding.
This Patriots team isn't outstanding.
Who else was outstanding in the AFC?
Nobody. Absolutely nobody. Pittsburgh has more talent than the Patriots do.
Pittsburgh's probably the most
By
talented
far.
team in the league.
By far.
Just by talent.
Oakland has a ton of talent, and they stink. I'm trying to think.
The Rams have a lot of talent.
Yeah, they do. Actually,
The Rams have a lot of
I'm not
talent.
gonna. I'm not.
Defense, offense, all around.
I'm not gonna.
Great coach.
Well, he
becoming
lost,
a great
he lost
coach.
to Atlanta. No, Atlanta's another talented team. Atlanta's got talent everywhere. They just can't put it together. That Sarkisian's a joke. They got to go out and get a real offensive coordinator.
Hey,
It's a dumbed down high school offense. Philadelphia shouldn't even be in this game, by the way. Atlanta was first and goal from the 5 and couldn't score.
dude, I didn't think Atlanta was. I picked against Philly every game so far.
We picked Minnesota, right?
I picked Minnesota and I picked Atlanta to beat Philly.
No, I picked Philly against Atlanta.
Which is funny. Let's get that into our picks right now.
You want to do the picks now?
Yeah.
You don't want to say
We're doing the picks ahead of why. We're giving the picks first. We'll give the picks first.
and then explain why.
And we'll explain the whys later.
Go ahead.
We'll give the whats first. I'm picking Philly.
I'm picking Philly.
Picking Philly 30-24.
30-24.
30-24. I think the Patriots will be able to score in Philly.
You're not gonna believe it. That's the score I came up with. 30
Are you serious?
24.
Yeah. The Patriots.
On my grandfather's grave, 30-24.
Philadelphia is not. Look. How do you win in football? Usually win games. And don't say you have Tom Brady. I mean, that's true, but how do you usually win in football?
If you're gonna beat the Patriots, you got to get to 30.
But how do you win in football anyways? I know, don't give me a Madden. Score more than your opponent. Yes, that's also true. I know that. I've argued that too, but I'm not trying to Madden it. How do you usually win in football? What do you need to control?
But you can't turn it over. Time of possession's important. I mean, there's a lot of factors. I don't know what you're looking for.
But you win in the trenches.
Yeah,
You could have
they have better defensive line
and better offensive line. They're better both. They have a better top to bottom roster than the Patriots do.
Mhm.
Look, this is what happens. The Patriots have Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski, the two best players in this Super Bowl.
Next 15 are Eagles.
Yeah. 15 of the next 20 are Eagles, okay?
Trey Flowers is good.
I said 15 of the next 20 are Eagles. I didn't say the Patriots have a bereft of talent. That's not what I said. I'm saying the Eagles have a better squad up to now. They do, top to bottom. Do you disagree?
Well, I'm going to tell you why I'm picking Philadelphia.
Okay.
I don't trust this defense.
Okay.
Forget the numbers. Go by your eyeballs. At one point, Bortles was, 15-17 in the AFC Championship game?
Yeah.
Everything was in the flat and over the middle. They do not have linebackers.
Well,
Your best linebacker is James Harrison. He's 39 years old.
Look, not including last game, which was a complete outlier for Foles, because we did not see. First of all, if Nick Foles plays like that,
If he does that again, I'll eat my hat. That's
well, not
gonna
even
happen.
that. Then Philly's just going to wipe the floor with him, because
Yes.
if he plays like that, that's impossible to stop. But Philly's a great run team for the most part. No, they can run the ball.
If the Patriots are going to win this game, and traditionally they start slow and then they figure it
They're
out.
gonna have to play fast.
No, they got to get up. If they get up 14, all right.
Patriots have to play fast. They have to start quick.
If the Patriots get up 14-0, it's over.
You know what the Patriots need to do?
Do you agree? They're up 14.
Probably.
They're up 14-0. It's over.
Yeah, because
take away the running game. Well, then you can put some pressure on them and force them.
You have to put pressure. Foles is a rhythm quarterback.
They're going to be
literally. It's all Foles is a rhythm and confidence quarterback.
They're going to be selective in when they blitz him. I think
Foles is a rhythm and well, they need to blitz him more often. So the selective needs to be 80%, 40%, something high. It can't be what they did against Bortles. If you're going to let Foles run a run pass option forever and just dink and dunk with like these screen passes and these really short routes, he's going to gain a ton of confidence.
I think he's going to go up and down the field with them. If Blake Bortles, I think Foles is better than Bortles. Now I know I've been like a card-carrying member of the Foles fan club. I told you guys 2 weeks ago, go look it up in the podcast. Foles ain't that bad. He's really not. I mean, he's not great, but I mean, the guy had 27 touchdowns and 2 picks a couple of years ago. Now I understand
2013, bro. More than a couple years ago.
Oh, 5 years ago. Oh, no, 4 years ago.
I mean,
and I understand that
Tracy McGrady was the best player in the world in 2002.
No, Spring Break 03 is what we always say. No, Foles is a competent quarterback. He reminds me of Chad Pennington.
I knew you were gonna say that. It's baloney.
He reminds me of Chad Pennington.
No, he doesn't.
All right, give me a comp.
This is the difference between Foles and Pennington. Not that I'm saying Foles is an absolute cannon. Pennington can throw more than 3 yards.
Well, a lot of that's because he had like 18 rotator cuff.
Mike's son throws it further than Chad Pennington.
He had like 18 rotator cuff.
Like, what do you rate? What do you rate Chad Pennington's arm on a scale of 1 to 10 NFL wise? -3. You know what I mean? Like, offensive linemen have better arms than Chad Pennington. Guys with no arms have better arms than Chad Pennington. Okay. There are literally people out there that like spit the ball further than Chad Pennington could throw it.
2001 to present day, how many divisions have the past won?
All of them except 2.
Who's the quarterback of those 2 teams? 2 different teams, by the way.
That's baloney, and you know it.
Chad, the dividing line penalty.
Okay, first of all, we're not going to get into 2002, where the Patriots sucked anyways. But Brett Favre threw a game at the end of the year, and that's how the Jets won the division. We're not talking about that, but we just talked about it. Okay? The other one, Brady was injured. Don't give me that. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
They still should have won the division.
Well, they were 11-5. I mean,
Miami was 11-5, and they split that year. How did Miami get the tiebreaker?
I don't know. I think it was conference games.
Not that it matters.
Conference record. Pretty sure it was the conference record tiebreaker. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But
when you said 30-24, I almost shit, by the way.
Well, sorry. The Patriots need to attack the Eagles early. They should do hurry up offense, no huddle.
Have you seen their numbers against the hurry up?
Who?
Eagles?
No.
They're abysmal.
Right. But that makes sense because they're good defensive line. But why are they good? Because they rotate players a lot.
Hmm.
How do you prevent people from rotating players?
Keep going.
Oh. So you get an offense on the field that you like and the defense doesn't match up well. What do?
Keep going.
Spread them out and fucking do the hurry up. Get them gassed.
There's one problem, though.
What's that problem?
Josh McDaniels is your offensive coordinator.
I know. So he's going to fucking smash them off I formation
Yep.
for 3 quarters.
Power eye!
He's like, power eye. The game plan here is to not let Brady get hit or throw the ball. You know what I mean? It's like Miami 2 years ago. Like, we're just going to run into Fletcher Cox. I'm like, that's not going to work.
Like Mike Gillisley is active. We're just going to pound the rock.
We're going to get, Deion Lewis, Rex Burkhead, and James White are all inactive. Oh, man. Seriously, though, they should run a spread offense. They should run a no-huddle to start the game. See how Philly reacts. See how Philly can handle them. Have Brady pick them apart as fast as possible.
See, the key.
Am I wrong?
The key for Philly right now, as far as I'm concerned, is Fletcher Cox, and I'll tell you why. He's not an edge rusher. He's coming up the middle.
Yeah, he's a middle guy.
Right. So if you have the teams that give Brady trouble, like the Giants, the edge rushers don't really affect Brady because he can step up and he can make a quick decision and hit somebody.
That's why Philly's wide nine technique means shit.
Right. When you got a guy who can come up the middle,
shit, but
when you have a guy who can come up in the middle and penetrate that pocket, Brady can't step up.
So quadruple team friggin' Fletcher Cox. Let Chris Long friggin' run in. I'll just tell Brady to get rid of the ball first.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, even as bad as I have zero confidence in this defense. None. If Edelman was playing, I would pick the Patriots.
If Edelman was playing, Brady get rid of the ball in like 2 seconds every time. I mean, that's something I've talked about before, and I'll say it again. Everyone's like, oh, I think this is... You said it, my cousin Tyler said it, a lot of people said it. I think this is the last time the Patriots are going to make Super Bowl. I don't. Because I see no one better in the AFC, and the Patriots are going to be better next year.
When did I say that?
You said this could probably be the last
No,
time.
I said it could. I didn't say it will.
Yeah, but you were like lamenting, like you were like the dynasty's over. You were like Seth Wickersham.
You got to win it while it's hot, man. You got to strike while the iron is hot.
I didn't say I don't want them to win, Scotty.
No, like if
I'm just saying I don't see.
You don't see. Hold on. You don't see.
Is Golden State going to be the best team in basketball next year?
Probably.
Patriots are probably the best team in the AFC next year. They're going to be better next year.
You're putting words in my mouth.
I'm just telling you. They're going to be better next year.
You're putting words. Are you sure about that?
If Edelman's healthy, they're going to be better next year.
It's going to take him at least another year to be what he was, and then at that point,
because he got injured at the beginning. He got injured at the beginning. He got injured at the end of August.
He's not going to be the same.
End of August, bro.
He's not going to be the same guy.
End of August, right? End of August?
And by the way,
it's a 9-month to 12-month.
20.
Yeah, it's a 9-month to 12-month injury. By October, dude will be fucking set.
You sure
He'll be set.
That?
Yeah.
What about Kevin Garnett? Those bones.
Kevin Garnett had bone spurs, quote unquote. It was more like he lost a knee. Like they were like, "What happened to Kevin Garnett? Oh, he has bone spurs. He'll be back in a few weeks." You looked at the dude. There was just a hole in his leg, and it was like hovering together. And you were like, "What do you mean? He has no knee?" Oh no, it's just bone spurs. Like he tore his ACL, his MCL, his PCLs, his patella disintegrated. Like he lost a kneecap. Like they don't know where his calf muscles and bones went. Like that dude lost a knee. Okay, he wasn't right for like 3 years. He was dragging his leg around. Kevin Garnett's still not right. He's dragging his leg around somewhere on the TV, talking a bunch of shit.
Area 21. He has his own show.
Yeah, I know he does. I've seen it a bajillion times.
He's
hilarious.
I watch it every Friday morning. No, the
funniest
thing.
Every Friday morning.
No, the funniest thing is he had like a party last year, and like they were like dancing to like music and stuff, and you could hear Garnett. It was on TV. They didn't censor it. He's like, "You pour a drink on that motherfucker." Every other word out of his mouth is motherfucker.
Patriots have to get pressure early, man. On offense and defense, on both sides of the ball. Need to try to score quick. I know that they've never scored in the first quarter. Meh. They need to accelerate the pace of this game. More possessions are better things for the Patriots. No huddle is better for the Patriots. This is why I liked O'Brien better than McDaniels. O'Brien was like, I have Tom Brady. We're going to score 3 points per possession. Let's just have him out there 45 possessions a game, and we'll score 800 points and win. Right? Am I right?
He made one of the worst calls ever, but I like Billy O.
Yeah.
Remember after Spikes picked off Flacco in the 2011 title game? There were like 5 minutes left. He picked him off. They were at like midfield, and then he threw that post right to Slater, and it got picked. Do you remember that?
Well,
that was the one time that Billy O should have run the ball. Used the little clock.
The one time that I'll really get mad at him was the one to Gronk in the Super Bowl. And Chase Blackburn picked it off. Why do you have a deep route with Gronk there? Come on.
Well, he couldn't run.
So why do you have a deep route with Gronk there?
I don't know.
Does that make any sense to you?
No.
And then Brady got destroyed by Justin Tuck and separated his shoulder and looked horrible the rest of the game. And before that, he had 16 completions in a row.
I think when time he got hit, he was what, 21 out of 24 for like 202 touchdowns or something.
Yeah, with 16 completions.
He took that horrible safety the first play of the game,
which was borderline, by the way.
He was out of the tackle box. It was a safety, but
he threw it in an area.
Yeah, there was no receiver in the area.
Right, but he expected the receiver to do something different.
Yeah, but you can't explain that to the refs. Like, oh no, that's not safety because it doesn't matter. He wasn't there.
Yeah, but
that's
I'm saying
point, Chris.
Brady was saying I wasn't intentionally grounding it. I threw it to where the guy was supposed to go, and it just went out of bounds, and the guy just ran straight. Go back and watch that play again. The guy's supposed to cut off.
Who was it, Branch?
I think it was Branch. I'm not positive. The guy was supposed to cut off his route, cut to the outside, and Brady throws it. And the guy just fucking keeps running. That's why Brady was like, no, you don't understand. That wasn't intentional grounding. Like, I had to get rid of the ball because I'm not going to get sacked in the end zone. But, like, the guy did the wrong thing. Like, put it this way. Remember the 2013 season? How we would constantly just see balls thrown at, like, nowhere? And Cambrell Thompson was off picking his nose and the other. Yeah. Because none of them knew what they were doing. And so Brady's like, you see this, you're supposed to do A, B, C. And they were like, X.
That was the 1 year since Brady's been there that they had to dumb down the offense.
Dobson screwed up all the time. Boys couldn't do anything.
Second round pick.
Kembrell Tompkins, all the time, and Brady was always yelling at them.
Kembrell beat the Saints, though. I was there.
Kembrell was always yelling at them because he'd be throwing it at people's feet, and they'd be like, "Why is he throwing it behind the defender's feet?" It's like, well, because the receiver was supposed to cut that way, and he clearly didn't. And then the best thing about having Tony Romo do a game, by the way, is Tony Romo will be like, "This is the safest. This. Oh, Brady expected him to go out there, and he didn't do it." Because Cooks does that a lot too. He runs the wrong fucking route. Or doesn't actually adjust like he's supposed to.
He had a good game against Jackson.
Yeah, no, I'm not putting on Cooks.
He had that one bad, he had that one bad
defenses
drop.
A lot.
He had that one bad drop. That was 6. But other than that, he played good against Jacksonville.
Yeah,
another big game from him this week.
The Patriots run an Earnhardt-Perkins system, which is tons of option routes, which isn't just Chad Johnson running straight. Okay, that's what Cincinnati ran forever with Houshmandzadeh and Johnson. Just run real fast and you're going to beat the guy. Just run and come back and you'll beat the guy. Just do one move across the field and you'll beat the guy. Patriots don't run an offense like that. They say, this is where you're going to go. If you see this thing, and this thing, you do something different with each thing. Okay? The receivers in 2013 were like, don't beat the ball, Tommy. You know what I mean? And they were never in the right spot. You could see it all the time. Tom would throw the ball hard, like with conviction, and there's no one there. And they're like, what the hell is he doing? And it's like, well, anyone that knows football knows he's expecting the guy to cut out. He's expecting this guy to do this. He's expecting.
Oh, Edelman was getting like 20 targets a game. That's like the only guy Brady.
Because he was the only one that knew what was going on.
Well, actually,
that's why Edelman is great. Because Edelman, Deion Branch,
Austin Collie actually had a couple of decent games for them.
No, he did. Season. He picked up a big fourth down at one point. But Edelman, Deion Branch,
Branch wasn't on that team.
No. I'm just saying Welker, Moss. Those guys had like a simpatico with Brady.
Troy Brown.
Those guys knew what to do.
Troy Brown.
Right? Moss, for as crazy as he was, and even though he didn't like to run across the middle or really get dirty a lot, didn't like to grit himself up, he always knew what to do on the football field. Always. He was an NFL, like a football savant. Like, if this is the defense, this is what I'm supposed to do. A lot of the guys they've had in between, that's why it sucks that they change receivers all the time, because with the Patriots, you need receivers that actually know what they're doing in the offense.
Belichick's coached a lot of receivers, right, over the years?
Yeah.
Fair to say?
Yeah, a lot.
He said Moss, far and away, was the smartest out of all of them.
Right.
So I'm not arguing that.
No, Moss could... Like he said, Moss taught him things. He did.
Yeah, jump 45 feet in the air and catch the ball in triple coverage.
No, I'm just saying, Moss could read, and as dumb as Gronk seems, and as idiotic as Moss has been at certain points in his career, in his life, doing stupid things, both those guys are football savants. It's like Rajon Rondo's basketball IQ is off the charts. These guys' football IQ is off the charts. They know what to do. Instinctually and mentally, they know what to do. They see this, they see a guy here, and they're running up here. They're not cutting this way. They're cutting here. You guys can't see, but I'm showing like designs of plays.
Yep.
It's pretty simple. Your guy runs up here. The defender's even with him, he goes deep. Defender's here, he cuts in. Defender's here, he cuts out. Kembrell Tompkins, those guys didn't know what to do. They were just like, ding, and then Tom Brady would throw the ball and no one would be there.
Yeah.
I'm not picking on them, it's just they didn't know how to run the offense. Kembrell Thompson's had limited abilities anyways.
So if you're Belichick, what do you do for matchups? Like, do you have Gilmore
on Jeffrey?
Yep.
Almost the whole game.
Chung on Ertz?
Chung on Ertz. You have to.
The whole game?
Chung covers tight ends.
But they get...
you put linebackers on here and there. Problem is, you know linebackers that can really cover.
See, are the Patriots going to play man in this game, zone, or just mix it up?
A lot of man.
I think it should all be all man, all game.
It can't be all man, but it's going to be a lot of man.
No, I think it should be man.
It's going to be a lot of man, and they're going to have to blitz here and there. They have to make Foles.
If they play a zone, it's just going to be wide open the whole all day, middle of the field. They have no linebackers. I might feel differently if Dante Hightower could stay healthy for 10 days. He can't.
It's healthy.
Who do you have?
Super Bowl.
The last 2 Super Bowl titles, he made arguably your biggest defensive play.
He wasn't alone in that first one though.
Well,
it was him and
Lynch. When Lynch the play before
it was him and it was Hicks, Akeem Hicks,
Akeem Nicks, Stevie Nicks. I don't know what his name
Hicks.
was. No, but he pushed a guy off of him and tripped him up, and then someone else cleaned up the play. I can't remember who it was. And then Butler picked it off in the next play, and then of course the strip sack on Ryan, which without that, the game's over. And if you actually watched a replay of that game last year on Hightower's strip sack, I can't remember who it was. I can't remember if it was Gabriel. I think it was Gabriel. Ryan had him wide open for 6.
Yeah, if it took like another 2.2 seconds.
No, like another another half
tenth
a
of a
second.
second. A tenth or two
That's
tenths of a
6.
second. Yeah.
And the game's over.
I understand that. That's how these things work. Like it's like there's very little margin for error.
Pat's got to start fast. They get up 14-0, 17-0. I think the game's over because I don't think Philly's going to be able to catch up. Because I expect the Patriots to score points. I just have no confidence in this D. I'm sorry, I don't.
Well,
let me ask you this.
I don't not have any confidence. I mean,
let me ask you this. Do you trust Doug Peterson?
Compared to
Anybody? Do you trust him?
I'll tell you what.
Like
he's actually a good.
Pete Carroll 3 years ago, Dan Quinn last year. Do you trust this guy in key situations?
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now.
All Dan Quinn, Dan Quinn doesn't get nearly enough heat.
Well, he screwed up 2 Super Bowls.
After the Julio Jones catch, all you got to do is kneel on the frickin' ball and kick a field goal, and the game is over.
What's happened to a billion people that have knelt on the ball against the Patriots that tried to run out the clock? They've lost.
So now
you're mad.
Okay, so Atlanta.
Everyone loses to the Patriots.
Okay, so
how did Jacksonville just lose to the Patriots? Too conservative.
They got away with
played the clock, not the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
So you wanted Atlanta to do that in the Super Bowl?
There was 3 minutes left though.
Dude,
you're up 8.
Doesn't matter.
You just need a field goal.
For all you know, Tom Brady would have scored 16 in the next 2 minutes. You don't know that. Like you can't. You can never do that.
Scored 16 in the next 2 minutes.
It's Tom Brady.
There wasn't enough time.
It's Tom Brady. You never know. No one's half the battle.
G.I. Joe. Do you remember those?
Yeah, that's why I said it. No one's half the battle.
Oh man, the 80s were awesome. What are you looking up right now?
It wasn't by Dante Hightower. There was fucking 2 people in on the play.
Oh, he's looking up the Seattle game. The anniversary was 3 years ago yesterday, actually.
Yeah, I got the day wrong, but barely.
10 years ago today, I was pacing around my block, ripping through packs of cigarettes and drinking coffee and drinking shots, worried about that perfect season.
Akeem Ayers.
Time flies. Akeem Ayers?
Yeah. That's the guy that made the play with him.
Where did he go after that? Look up his stats. Did he go to the Giants?
Akeem Ayers. The weird thing is, did he go to Detroit? Giants. No,
he did go to the Giants.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's just funny. I should know these things because I look at them all the time.
What else?
Seriously.
What else you get?
What
else you get for stats here?
Oh, for what kind of stats?
You're the stat man.
Well, no, I was just telling you that the Patriots' offense has been better than the defense. The Patriots' defense is irrelevant, really.
No, it's relevant. This is a bad D. What were they last year? 16th?
16th.
The year before they were actually 12,
12.
right?
2014 they were 12.
That 14 team was a wagon. It's hard to believe they were 12. So their offense is number 1?
Yeah.
2012 makes sense.
Their offense since 2007. Ready? I'm going to give you the numbers. First in league. I'm going to omit 2008, but they were 7th in league. 2009 they were first. I know that sounds crazy, but they actually had an incredible schedule. If I'm not mistaken, they played 10 games against top 10.
See, 2011
defenses.
being 3rd doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it does.
Well, Green Bay. Well, who was ahead of? It had to be Green Bay and New Orleans that year, right?
Green Bay and New Orleans were both incredible that year. You got to remember, Green Bay was 15-1. And
Rodgers
was
threw
incredible.
45 touchdowns.
Drew Brees had the most yards and the most touchdowns.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, he passed him in the end of the year.
How many touchdowns did he end up with?
I thought he just passed him by 1.
Look that up real quick.
Yeah, we will.
What are you? He's looking up 2011 passing.
Drew
He
Brees.
did have 46.
Told you.
Matt Stafford, eh?
Aaron Rodgers, 45. Rodgers sat the last game. Flynn threw 6 touchdowns, which would have made Rodgers pass Brady, by the way, if he had those 6. He would have 51. Drew Brees passed him for touchdowns, and he threw for 5,400 yards, which set the record at the time. Rodgers was still MVP. But those were the top 2 offenses in the league. Makes sense. Patriots were still incredible, but they were third.
You know what the thing
2012, best offense in the league. That shocked you, right?
No.
People thought Denver was, but they weren't.
In 2012?
Yeah.
No, that offense was loaded. The problem with that 2012 team, they could never have everyone healthy at the same
If
time.
they had everyone healthy, they would have won all the way.
Probably.
2013, 4th.
Still pretty good.
Right, with no offensive line and no receivers. Let's take that into consideration. And everyone got injured in that team ever. Like that team died. Like they got the plague and died. 2014, they were 6th on offense.
That makes no sense.
What?
The 2014 team being 6th in offense.
Their offense wasn't that great for a lot of the year. They got better.
That team was a wagon after the Cincinnati game.
Look, they had the players.
They were scoring 40 every game.
They had the players. They were scoring 40 every game. They were scoring a lot. They always score a lot, Scotty. 2015, 5th. Remember, that team started 10-0. They should. That team, and then they got a crap ton of injuries.
No, you talk about decimated.
That team was decimated. 13 and 15 were 2 of the worst seasons for injuries, I'm telling you right now. 2013, like, if you looked at the top 10 players they had, they lost like 8 of them. You know what I mean? 2016, they were 2nd in offense. In 2017, they were 1st in offense. First. They're a damn good team, man.
They're good offense.
They're great special teams, too. I think they're ranked 1st in special teams. Belichick's loves special teams. You know that.
Does he really?
Yeah. He's like, all 3 phases of the game equal. It's like, they're really not. Like, there's 5 special teams plays in the game. No. They're equal. Do I trust Peterson, though? Yes, I do. I'll tell you why. I don't know how he's going to do in the clutch, but I know one thing. He's an amoeba. What does Belichick do to opposing teams?
Here's my issue.
What does Belichick do to opposing teams?
He takes away the strength.
Philly doesn't have a strength. Peterson does whatever he wants. He changes up all the time. I was listening to people that watch NFL film, and they were talking about how Peterson will do like 11 different run concepts in a game. I don't mean like different runs. I mean run concepts like zone blocking or pulling or, you know what I mean? Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
You know Belichick
Teams don't do that.
You know Belichick is from the Parcells coaching tree?
Yes, I'm fully aware.
What coaching tree is Peterson from?
Everyone's from the Parcells coaching tree.
No, he was under somebody who has really gagged on it and thrown up in
Was he
his
from
shoes.
Zimmer?
No.
I don't know.
Andy Reid. Do
Okay.
you remember that
Was he not under...
Do you remember that playoff game against Kansas City a couple of years ago? The clock management at the end of that game?
Yes.
That was Doug Peterson. I have my doubts.
Dude, I've seen Belichick screw up clocks. In 4th and 2 against Indy, the whole 2012 game.
That was the right call. I'm sick of. I'll say it till I'm blue in the face.
It was the right call. We'll go back and I'll walk you through what he should have done when. He took his timeout at the wrong point, and if he was going to go for a 4th down the entire time, which he claims he was, he shouldn't have taken the timeout when he did.
It was after the 2-minute warning. The 4th and 2 was after the 2-minute warning. But my memory serves me correct.
He should have never taken his timeout. He should have done that play before the 2-minute warning.
Look up the game. Look up the game. Falk got that first down, by the way.
Yeah, but he bobbled it, and then they couldn't overturn
he had
it. He did have it. He had it, but they couldn't overturn it. They didn't give it to him on the field because they thought when he bobbled it he lost yards, but he really did. So you tell me some stuff.
You want to talk about bad spots?
I want play-by-play. There we go. Love how it's already highlighted because clearly either you did or we looked at this game before.
I have, yeah. When I'm bored at night and I got nothing to do, sometimes I'll be like, go to the game.
As odd as it was, that Patriots team was actually really good. They had an insane schedule.
Hard schedule.
They played the 2 best teams in the league. They got smoked by...
I knew they were losing that one. No doubt about it. Celtics are up 12.
Okay.
103-91.
Tell me about the football game, though.
Kyrie has a strange
goddamn football game.
What?
I want to know about the goddamn football game.
I've said everything I need to say. Defense stinks. I have no confidence in them. I think, let's put it this way. If the Patriots are down 4 with 2 minutes to go and Brady has the ball, I expect the Patriots to win. How's that?
Look. Here you go.
2:08.
3rd down and 2. Okay? They call a timeout here. 3rd and 2, pass incomplete. If you're going for it on 4th down, you do not call another timeout. You just don't. There was no reason to call a timeout there. Okay?
Yeah, but if you're giving Manning the ball back at the 30, what good does having a timeout do?
You're missing the point.
What is the point?
Then he goes for it on 4th down with 2 minutes and 8 seconds left. He now can't challenge the play. Because he just wasted his last timeout.
I never thought of that.
He called his timeout planning on the play because he didn't know he was definitely going for it. I'm telling you right now, he can say it all he wants.
I don't think they would have overturned it, though. It wouldn't have been confirmed. It would have stood.
Right. They wouldn't have overturned it. That's not my point. My point is he didn't plan it out correctly. He didn't. I still don't think he did the Seattle Super Bowl correctly. I just think he got lucky. He still says, because you know what? If you listen to Pete and the way Pete explains it, and by the way, Zoe called that game and said that was the worst call in Super Bowl history.
It really wasn't.
Belichick later that night went to Zoe and made him rewatch the game and explained to him why it wasn't a bad call that Pete made.
They had to throw one of those downs.
Not only that, he said, look, the last time we ran that defense, they passed and it worked perfectly when they bunched up their guys. So they did it again. We just made the play this time. He said literally the last time we ran that defense, and then he went back and showed Zoe. And Zoe was like, oh. So Belichick knows these things. Belichick screwed up there. And you could sit here and say, oh, Belichick saw Pete. No, Pete was like, all right, they're running this defense, run this bunch. If Malcolm Butler doesn't make the play of his fucking life and jump the route by like...
And Browner knew the pick play was coming.
And by the way, Malcolm Butler didn't jump that route like a little early. Like, he started jumping the route before the ball was snapped. Like, it was like insane how quick he was, okay? If he's a half second later, that's a touchdown, and the Patriots don't have enough time to go score again. Mm-hmm. And everyone's blaming Belichick for a horrible coaching decision.
Oh, I was screaming at my TV. Timeout, timeout.
It should have been a timeout. So I'm not going to sit here and tell people that. I mean, is Belichick great? Yes. Is he better than everybody? Yes. Is he an incredible coach? Yes. Is he probably the best football coach? Yes. That we've ever seen? Is he definitely by far?
In sports?
Maybe sports. He's definitely the best GM in sports history. He could be the best coach too, okay? He's way up there. But he still makes mistakes in game management, clock management.
Especially Sunday with the win. I think he passes Red Auerbach. I think he does.
I think you can argue he already is better than Red.
Dude, Terry Rozier, 31.
I told you a lot of times, Terry Rozier can play.
I never said he couldn't. 31 points.
No, but I mean he can play.
Like,
I told you before, he's a starter level player. He should be a starter. He can play. But you have players that are better than him.
What do you mean?
Kyrie's better than Rozier.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie never plays.
Look, well, that's you saying it. You can sit here and say, hey, Kyrie. I don't fucking hate Kyrie. I have a huge problem with the Celtics fans that think he's a top 5 to 10 player in the league, that think he's like the next Larry Bird or Kevin Garnett, and we're like guaranteeing championships because we got him. And like people were like doing like that. You know that Kevin Garnett commercial where like everyone goes nuts in the city? Like people were doing that for Kyrie, and I'm like, it's not like that, guys. It's really not.
No. Well,
nice little piece. It's not like that. Okay? But everyone was doing it. That's what pisses me off. I don't hate the guy. I hate the hype he's brought with him that people are overestimating him.
Oh, like again, the Isaiah hype a year ago when I was laughing at all you guys?
No. I never said it. I never put my freaking little Celtics cape on thinking they're going to win a ring because they have Isaiah. My point was they overpaid for Kyrie given the market, and Kyrie's not as good as everyone thinks he is. Yeah, you can keep saying that again. Assets depreciate and appreciate. We're not going to get into that right now. We're not getting into the economics of the time, money, value of things that can happen.
What are Oladipo and Sabonis doing right now?
Right, but at the time they were considered garbage junk.
Nah, no, they weren't.
Yeah, they were. The Brooklyn pick looked better than both those things. At the time, the Brooklyn pick was a way better asset than Oladipo or Sabonis. Come on. Don't even give me that.
I said
that was looked at as possibly the most.
I said at the time the Celtics could have offered a better package, but that's still Oladipo's not bad, is what I said. He's pretty good.
But he wasn't that good before.
No, he's had a great year though.
Right.
He's averaging like 24.
The difference, but he's just playing. And let me tell you, I know you can shit on Crowder all you want. Crowder's been considered a top 60, 50, 60 player in the league for like 3-4 years. And considered the best contract in the whole game. So you can sit here and hate on the guy.
Again,
advanced stats-wise, I know he's actually regressed a lot. But if he was who he was 2 years ago or this year, he'd be fine.
Brad Stevens made him look better than he was. Bottom line.
No, because when they got him from Dallas, he was already considered a good player. He was considered a better player than Rondo by a lot of people when they traded.
When the best,
You realize that, right? A lot of people that watched the NBA thought, oh my God, the Celtics traded Rondo and actually got the better player back. I'm not saying I agree with that statement, but people that don't understand how good Crowder was or is, okay?
when the best
That's why the
thing,
Celtics signed him immediately, and they got a great deal on him.
when the best thing that people say about you is you have the best contract in the league, you suck.
It's not just his contract.
You suck.
It's not like he made $1 million. They were
suck.
like, oh, look, you have the best contract in the league because you make $1 million. Like, it was because of how much value. Like, Tom Brady's the best contract in the league, so he sucks. That's what you're telling me.
And the championships.
Tom Brady is the best
Super Bowl MVPs.
Right. I'm not comparing the two players. I'm saying Tom Brady's the best contract in the league. He does. I say it about him all the time. People have literally written articles about how the pitch is so good because of how great Tom Brady's contracts have been. Because Tom always takes less.
That's irrelevant. Dude, I make more than Brady.
That's my point.
He plays
Best
for
contract in
nothing.
the league.
He plays for nothing.
Which, by the way, I got to call out everybody. People need to stop talking about the Patriots cheating. Every team cheats. Every football team cheats. How often do we sit here on our airwaves and talk about how John Elway and the Denver Broncos cheated in the
Circumvented
90s?
the salary cap.
And they paid Elway outside of the salary cap. So that he could make way less money than, say, a guy like Marino and build a better team around him, and they paid him with other funds. How often do we talk about that?
Never.
How often do we talk about using petroleum jelly for the 49ers, or Stickum, or them circumventing the salary cap? How often do we talk about that?
It's just because the Patriots win. That's the
All those teams won. We don't talk about it. We don't care. Whoever wins, wins. Every team in the NFL cheats. Did you see that thing by the Arizona Cardinals fan on YouTube?
No.
Great. It's awesome. It's by a Cardinals fan.
What is it?
So he talks about how he's non-biased. He literally has a breakdown, little documentary video, and goes through about how the Patriots never really cheated, and the league's just trying to enforce parity because they can't stop the Patriots from winning. And he's like, I'm a Cardinals fan. I don't care. I wish my Cardinals had won. He's like, I still don't think the Steelers beat him. I don't think he got 2 feet down. But he goes through a bunch of stuff, and he's like, look, every team videotaped. It was just from the wrong spot. Every team this, every team that. Blah, blah, blah. They never proved that the balls. Blah, blah, blah.
No one even really brings up the cheating much anymore. You're going to get it during Super Bowl week. The only reason you don't hear
I've been hearing it every day from everybody.
The only reason you don't see Marshall Falk talking about cheating this week is because he molested
I've been
somebody
hearing old Carolina Panthers, old Eagles, and old Rams all talk about it.
Yeah, and you know what Rodney Harrison said? If we were cheating in 03, I would have known their calls, and I would have called a cover 2, and Musha Muhammad wouldn't have scored a 90-yard touchdown. And he's right. It's stupid.
Oh, I know. I'm not.
What are you looking up right now?
Jay Crowder, bro.
No, we're not looking up Crowder.
Jay Crowder, bro.
Get Crowder's ass off.
Jay Crowder, bro.
We could talk about the legacy of Brady and Belichick specifically if they win on Sunday. We'll get into it next week if they win, but honestly, all they're doing right now is padding. You know,
They're already both the greatest ever.
I've been hearing.
If Brady loses, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it matters, but
No, it doesn't.
yeah, it does.
Why?
It doesn't diminish it, but it increases it if he wins. Obviously,
Well, that's
They
my
can
point.
just
It doesn't
pad
really matter. Getting to an 8th Super Bowl adds alone. Yeah, winning it adds even more. If he wins the MVP, and because he's probably going to, and
He did. He already did. It's been leaked.
It's not officially leaked.
It's been leaked.
No, it hasn't been.
It was on EEI this morning.
Yeah, that they had that little thing.
Why is he writing a speech? They probably told him like December 31st. Okay, you won the MVP. You probably wrote the speech like during the bye week. Okay, it's over. It's gonna be the MVP.
Regardless, he should be in the MVP anyways.
Now
He wins the MVP and he loses the Super Bowl, but he plays well. That doesn't matter. He still enhances his legacy.
By the way, are you finally gonna let it go now that he is 3?
Well, unless he gets screwed another year, yeah.
Like, is your dick happy? Like, I don't have to hear about
Dude.
it. He only has 2 MVPs.
Well, he should have won the 2 MVPs. If he has 3,
No, he shouldn't.
Yeah, he should. And I already told you, if he has 3, I'll be fine with it.
No, he should. No, I take that back. He should have 3. He should have been the MVP last year, but they weren't going to give it to him because he missed 4 games.
Don't make me get into NFL MVP win shares. NFL MVP shares.
I can go through year by year his time in the league and tell you who the MVP should have been. He has never been egregiously screwed out of an MVP. The 2 years he was clearly the MVP, won the MVP.
Correct, but there's been other years where he's just as close or just as good as the other guy and he never wins.
I would go through them, but I know
we remember that. You remember that Peyton Manning chart, like how they give it to Peyton, like, oh, was there another guy
Brady's
that had
the
18,000
opposite, right?
yards? Yeah, Brady's the exact opposite. Like, oh, were there two guys that were similarly close? Oh, give it to the other guy not named Brady. You know what I mean? Oh, did Brady not win the Super Bowl and go give a perfect season? Give it to the other guy that won his division.
All right.
You know what I mean?
01, was Brady the MVP?
No.
No. 02, forget it. 03, it was Manning, McNair, Slap, down the middle, they got that right. 04, it was Manning. 05, it was Sean Alexander, that's fine. 06, it was clearly Tomlinson. 07, it was Brady, and he won. 08, throw out because he was hurt. 09, I probably would have given Breeze, but Manning had a better year, and his team went 14-2, 1 seed. It's understood.
08, I would have given it to probably
Warner,
Phillip Rivers.
That was the only MVP, Manning's MVP, that didn't make any sense.
08 and 09, he probably should have won either one of those. That's just
09, I could at least justify. 08 makes no sense. 08 is like, no one is good. We can't give it to anyone. Let's just give it to Peyton. Literally. 2010, Brady obviously should have been the MVP, and he was. 2011, it was obviously Rodgers. 2012, it was obviously Adrian Peterson. 2013, Manning threw 55 touchdowns. It was obviously him.
Mm-hmm.
2014, Brady's slow start and kind of mediocre finish, even though he was terrific in between. Rodgers probably should have been the MVP. He was. 2015, I don't like the guy, but he had a great year.
Look, I can argue 2014, Brady should have been MVP.
What?
I can argue Brady for every year.
I think the only
every year this decade, I can argue Brady.
I just debunked all of them.
Every year this decade, I can argue.
So he
Brady.
should have been the MVP over Manning, throwing 55 touchdowns 4 years ago.
Well, because he carried a team
That's dumb.
to a great record with nobody.
No, that's dumb. That's dumb.
Well, they wanted Peyton to get it the year that he was out of football.
Adrian Peterson almost broke the rushing record, and the quarterback of that team was Christian Ponder, and they made the playoffs. Brady should have been MVP.
He was the best quarterback.
No. That's great.
The best offense in the league.
That's great. Adrian Peterson was the MVP.
Right. I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm saying you could make an argument every single year for Brady.
You could have.
2015.
Right. That doesn't mean he gets screwed.
I didn't say he got screwed. I'm saying, look at this. Look at this.
I don't think Brady's ever been screwed out of an MVP.
MVP win shares, okay? Or MVP award shares, okay?
Go ahead.
Peyton Manning has earned 4.58 MVP win shares. Okay? MVP shares. He has 5 MVPs. Brady has 2.4 and only has 2. Okay? You're saying, oh, well, 2.4 should only be 2. No, that's not how it works. Because if you have like 70%, you should be winning that MVP. Brett Favre has 3 awards and only 2.2 shares. Yep. Steve Young, Aaron Rodgers, Joe Montana, and Kurt Warner all have 2 MVPs, have between 1.0 and 1.8 MVP shares. Okay? Rodgers has like 1.2 MVP shares.
Is that number?
He has like half the MVP shares.
Is that number just based on the league that year?
Based on the amount of votes you get each year.
Because the league.
So if I get 10% of the votes every year, then I'm getting MVP shares, even though I'm not winning awards. But if I'm always, Brady has basically been second place or third place MVP all the fucking time. And years that you could obviously argue him, because if you're going to argue best quarterback wins it, well then Tom Brady should win it some years that he hasn't. Best quarterback on the best team, well then Tom Brady should win it some years that he haven't. Best record, because Peyton Manning wins it for like Austin Miss Audible. Okay? Like, yeah. It's ridiculous. You know I'm right. Now if Brady wins his third, I'll probably shut the fuck up, because I'll finally be like, well, you should have around 3.
See, I thought he should have won last year.
He should have won. You could argue he should have won 2015. The team was 10-0, and then they lost everybody on offense, and they still finished fine. And Cam Newton was not a better quarterback than Tom Brady that year. I'm sorry.
See, Brady.
I'm sorry. Cam Newton was not a better quarterback.
Brady didn't get.
Go back and look at the numbers. Cam Newton was not a better quarterback.
That's fine. Cam Newton's never been a better quarterback. He sucks.
Right, and you know why Tom Brady didn't lead? Like I told you, why Tom Brady didn't lead the league in passing in 2015? Patriots stopped throwing the ball the last 2 weeks, and then Drew Brees threw for like 800 yards in the last 2 weeks, and barely passed him. It's absurd. Tom Brady could have led the league in passing 3-4 more seasons. But they don't care about stats, which is fine. But don't tell me that he shouldn't have more MVPs. Because he should. You could argue Tom Brady's the best player in the MVP every fucking year. And he has 2. People don't like him. I get it.
I thought he should have had it last year.
Look, people don't like him for the same reason you don't like him.
Listen, Matt Ryan, how many games did he win last year? He won the MVP?
11.
How many did Brady win?
11.
Brady played 4 fewer games. That makes it more impressive.
Well, but yeah,
I don't care.
But can't make the club from in the tub, so to speak. You know good if you're not playing.
He was in Brazil like sunbathing.
He was in the tub.
Throwing passes to his wife in the backyard, trying to stay sharp.
Regardless.
27 for JT. Woo!
Yeah, how's Jalen Brown doing?
19.
Yeah, he's been doing good every game. Tatum is so up and down, though.
Well, he's 19.
Which Jalen Brown's not that much older.
He's 21. Drinking age.
He just turned 21. When does Tatum turn 20? This is coming up.
Tatum's a better offensive player.
I think Jalen Brown's a better overall player right now.
We'll see.
Well, we will see. And it's not like I care. Anyways.
You just don't like him because he's a dookie.
It's nothing to do with it. I could care less.
He's like a light-skinned Christian Laettner.
A light-skinned Christian Laettner? Well, Christian Laettner is white, so how'd he get lighter? I mean, like, he's an albino Christian Laettner. Actually, that guy's black. I mean, he's slightly darker than Christian. So I figured out, if you look at Tom Brady's career and break it into 3 distinct eras of his career.
You already mentioned this on a previous podcast.
He'd be the MVP. He'd make the Hall of Fame 3 times.
Yeah, I know.
He really would.
We've been over it.
We didn't go over the numbers, though.
Go ahead.
I wouldn't have to go over the numbers. I'm just telling you. 01 to 06, that's an MVP and a Hall of Fame career right there.
Because of the 3 rings.
07 to 13 is a Hall of Fame career right there.
No ring, though.
2 Super Bowl appearances, 2 MVPs. 6 Pro Bowls. Great stats. 6 playoff wins, which is more than a lot of quarterbacks in their career. That's a Hall of Fame career. 014 to 17, only 4 years. Man, Hall of Fame career. He's going to have an MVP. He's a Pro Bowl every year. He's going to have 3 possible Super Bowl championships.
I was hoping that you would watch the Belichick Parcells 30.
I was hoping you were going to watch Tom vs. Time, but you don't want to go on Facebook.
I don't have Facebook.
Right.
I'll never have Facebook.
I'm not going to watch that. When he breaks up with Giselle and starts banging whores and drinking beers, I'll watch it.
Who is?
Dude, Tom Brady's awesome. Tom vs. Time is awesome. Tom Brady, the human and football player, what's it do?
Dude, people I work with didn't even know what that's from.
What?
Who?
No.
You know what it's from, right?
I do. I don't remember.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Correction. I did have sex with Katie. But,
hold on, I gotta find that now. I can't believe you don't remember that.
No.
Here you go.
From Goodfellas?
A, she was a whore.
Oh, yeah.
B, she was a whore.
Dude, Ralphie was great.
A, she was a whore. B, she was a whore.
Okay, so let's go back to doing a few more prop bets.
Go for it. You
All
sticking
right.
with 30-24?
30-24.
All right.
What do you want me to do? That's my feeling.
Not that. I agree. I came up with the same score.
Well, that's my feeling. Okay, Phil Mickelson average driving distance or Tom Brady passing yards?
So these prop bets suck. Brady passing yards.
I put Brady instead of Scott. I'm going to go with the same thing. Yeah, I'm going to skip the rest of the golf ones. Will any player break the record of 466 passing yards?
No.
It's a money line bet, so
No.
obviously it's odds. Yeah, I agree. Will any player break the record of 215 receiving yards?
No.
Will any player break the record of...
all 4 Eagle receivers will probably break it.
Will any player break the record for the most 204 rushing yards?
No.
Will any player break the record of 6 touchdown passes? Steve Young.
Foles, 8 touchdowns.
Foles going to throw 8 touchdowns?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it was Steve Young.
Will any player break the record of 14 receptions?
Yes.
Yes, who?
Amendola.
Wow. I love Danny Amendola, and I've already told you, second most clutch guy on the Patriots in this dynasty. Overall, I don't care what you say.
No.
He is.
But
He's
no.
not going to friggin' no. I'm saying no. Will any player break the Super Bowl record of 4 sacks?
Yeah.
Yeah? Who?
Yeah. All 4 of their front 4.
No, that's
16
You got
sacks.
16 sacks? Yeah, you're ridiculous. I'm going to go with a big fat no. Will any player break the record of 13 tackles?
No.
So 2 no's. Will any player break the record of 4 field goals? We don't think so, according to our score.
No. I think the Eagles are going to score 6 all day.
Will both teams combine to break the Super Bowl record of 10 touchdowns?
No.
Belichick wears a hoodie during the game. Yes,
Yes.
or no? Yeah. We're both going to go with yes. Is it going to be
He
gray?
didn't last year.
Is it going to be gray, blue, or red?
Oh, not red. Oh, not red.
So it's red number 7.
Blue. It's going to be blue.
I think he's going to wear a gray one.
You can actually bet on this shit, right?
Yeah.
So Belichick could call his friends and pay put the mortgage of your house on blue. I'm going to wear blue.
He's like, everyone bet blue. Matt Patricia wears a hoodie during the game.
No.
I'm going to go with yes.
Should be like Matt Patricia when we have a pencil in his ear.
Okay, we're going to skip some of these crappy ones. Who's going to win most valuable player?
For the game?
Yeah.
Jay Ajayi.
That's actually the same person I was going to pick. You got to be fucking kidding me. I'm going to go with Zach Ertz just to pick someone different.
Sure.
Sure. Can't be picking the same player. That's just absurd. First player to score a touchdown.
LeGarrette Blount.
Blunt? I'm going to go with Dion Lewis. Pat's not going to score first.
Can I interject really quick?
Oh, yeah.
We'll get to more
Yeah.
prop bets. I'm not saying that the Patriots 100% are going to lose.
Neither am
I think they're going to. I think they have a chance to win.
You and I have talked about this off air. I don't think.
But
I'm
if
not
you-
guaranteeing an Eagles victory. I
No.
don't want the Eagles to
No,
win.
me
Obviously,
neither.
I want the Pats to win. And while Scotty thinks it's like 60-40 the Eagles going to win, I think it's like 55 or 53.
I think it's 60-40.
45-47. Yeah, I think it's close. I really do. 30-24 is a one-possession game.
If Brady has the ball last, I expect them to win.
Depending. I mean, what do you mean by last? I mean, the 2 Giants games, he got the ball last, but not really. Like, there was so little time left.
All right, let me clarify. If they're down 4 with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go, I think the Pats are going to win.
Yeah, you know how I feel about being down 4. Perpetual fourth down.
Well, it's the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. It's going to be fourth down no matter where it is.
But I mean
But at
perpetual fourth down. You're always going to
What
play
did the
four
Patriots
downs, no
do
matter
against? What did the Patriots do against Atlanta in last year's Super Bowl?
what. At the end, Brady turned into God and just sliced him.
No, but what overtime in that game?
Wore him
what
down.
happened? Wore him down.
Yeah.
They had 90 something offensive plays.
99, I think it was.
99. That defense was gassed
Yeah.
the last 10 minutes of that game.
That's what they should be doing this game.
Yep.
Without letting them substitute.
But again, Josh McDaniels drove
Longest touchdown scored is going to be over or under 42.5 yards.
under.
I'm going to go with the over.
I think they're going to be dinking and dunking, both teams.
Shortest touchdown scored is going to be over or under a yard and a half.
Over.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think anyone's going to score from the 1. Total touchdowns, 5.5. Over or under for the game.
Over.
I mean, I'm going with, what is it? Realistically, I'm going with 6 touchdowns, so I think it's over too. We're going to skip. We'll go to Patriots total points. 26.5 is the over-under.
Under.
We're both doing under. And then the over-under for the Eagles total points is 21.5.
Over.
Let's see, Eagles. The Eagles score in all 4 quarters.
Yes.
The Patriots score in all 4 quarters.
No. They're not scoring in the first quarter.
I think they are scoring in the first quarter for once. Which quarter has the most points scored?
Second.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the exact same quarter. Who's gonna score first? You think the Eagles? If you think they're scoring all 4 quarters, the Patriots aren't.
Say Philly.
Yeah, I think the Pats are gonna score first. Still think they're gonna lose, but
See, people are going to think oh, they're just both doing reverse jinx. No.
No. It has nothing to do with reverse jinx.
Nope.
Atlanta was a reverse jinx. You knew I was reverse jinxing.
I picked the Patriots last year.
Right, but you knew I was reverse jinxing.
You did a reverse jinx against Pittsburgh in the title game.
Last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I did one against Atlanta.
I think I said to you, Mike Tomlin. Pats win.
But normally I pick like the team I just think is going to win. And let's get total sacks. That's kind of stupid. No.
Yeah, some of these are really bad.
A lot of them are really bad. Will there be a missed extra point attempt?
No.
That's an easy one. Total penalties on the Patriots, over under 4.5.
Over.
I think it's going to be under.
Oh, you one of these conspiracy theorists? They don't call penalties on the Patriots.
No, I could see the Patriots having 3 or 4 penalties, and that's it. Over under for the Phillies, 6.5 penalties.
Under. It's a Super Bowl. They generally don't throw a lot of flags.
I'm also going to go under. I'm going under on both. Will there be a successful 2-point conversion?
No.
Will there be a successful 4th down conversion?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with that.
If I'm Philly, I go for it on 4th, no matter how long it is or where it is.
Total interceptions by both teams, over under 1.5.
In case you haven't noticed, I really don't trust this D. What was the question?
Total interceptions by both teams, over under 1.5. I'm going under.
I'll go over. It's going to be 2 picks in the game.
Not going to throw them.
Not going to tell you if it's going to be Brady or Foles. There'll be at least 2 picks.
All right.
The Patriots haven't had a turnover since that Pittsburgh game in the end zone. They are due for a turnover. Overdue. And some of these are really bad. I'm reading them upside down, and I can tell they're bad.
Nah, we'll get rid of that. Okay. We'll just do Patriots ones here. Total Patriot plays that will have a rushing attempt, 5.5.
Under.
Total Patriot players to have a reception, 6.5.
Over.
Yep, we're both going over there. Will any player be called for an offensive pass interference?
No.
I am going to agree.
It's the Super Bowl. Historically, there's not a lot of flags. There were no flags in that Seattle Super Bowl.
Will there be a flea flicker in the game?
Yes.
I also agree. There's been a lot of flea flickers. Honestly. Will either team score 40 points?
No.
Yeah, we both think that. Will either quarterback throw for 400 yards?
No.
I think they'll both be over 3, though.
Yeah.
Will there be a safety?
No.
We're both going no. Seriously, a bet is will a punter win Super Bowl MVP? We're not even going with that. We're not. We're ignoring it.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Will Tom Brady be wearing a bandage on his right hand? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, he will.
Just for precautionary thing. I don't think it's going to hinder
Will
him.
Tom Brady announce his retirement after the game?
No. God, no.
He's going to play for like 5 more years, 4 more years. So. Did you see
they get rid of
Kraft, by the way?
They get rid of Garoppolo and then he's going to walk away?
Did you see Jonathan Kraft's comments?
About?
Brady can basically walk away when he wants.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't either. Doesn't that basically take it all out of Belichick's hands?
Well, that and...
I mean, what's he going to sit there as a backup?
I don't want a Brett Favre scenario year in and year out now. That's my biggest fear. I hope Tom just knows when to leave. Unlike Brett Favre, who
You
just
keep being worried about that. Like, coin toss going to be heads or tails?
Tails.
Oh, what the fuck, Scotty? You pick everything I'm going to pick.
Tails never fails. By the way, why is Philly bringing in Brett Favre to talk to the team?
Stop with that, dude.
Why?
He's way better than you make him out to be. He won a Super Bowl. He went to a second. He went to a lot of big games. Great player.
Went to a lot of big games. Lost a lot of them, too.
Won a lot, too.
All right, Nick. Just pay attention. This is how you throw an interception to end your season. Don't forget to buy the tough blade in the Copperfield.
This is so stupid.
Yeah, forget it.
These are so stupid.
They are dumb.
Will Al Michaels or Chris Collinsworth say Danny Playoff, GOAT, Pro Football Focus, Rocky, City of Brotherly Love, Dynasty, and Gronk? Probably say all those.
Sure.
Who will Tony Dungy pick to win? The Patriots or the Eagles?
Oh, gee, I wonder.
Yeah.
Philadelphia.
Who will Rodney Harrison predict will win?
Patriots. We
Yeah,
already
of
did.
course.
Some of these are already done.
Right. I'm just saying.
That's like asking who's Boomer Esiason going to pick. He's obviously going to pick the Patriots.
Did Dion and Michael Irvin already pick the Patriots?
I'm sure they did. They have such a man crush on Brady. It's not even
They're the best. I mean, think about it. They're two of the best big game at their position each, and they love Brady because they're like, he wins. He's fucking awesome. He's the best. Seriously, they love Brady. They love Brady almost as much as we do.
Michael Irvin said that he would tell people that Brady is the closest thing you're ever going to see to Joe Montana, and now he's like, Joe Montana is the closest thing you've ever seen to Tom Brady.
Yeah.
We're working on an hour 10. I think we'll call it a wrap. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to check us out on www.gamesofinterest.com, and if you go to YouTube,
I'm hoping we're talking about number 6 when we get back. Yeah.
we might. Be sure to go to YouTube and type in Chris and Cash Podcast
Chris and Cash podcast.
for this episode and past episodes. And if you want to come meet us,
Tom Brady.
we will be at Sidelines on Canal Street in Salem for Wings for Rings. It's our annual now tradition. Night
Well,
before the
annual
Super
because we go
Bowl.
to the Super Bowl every year.
Right. So come on down. We'll sign some autographs, take some pictures, and we will talk to you after Super Bowl Sunday. Go Pats.